I hope y'all have a blessed, wonderful week and weekend. Listen, I'm so excited. We're here, you guys. We're here. It's more than just a podcast. It's whatever God want to do. I'm pretty sure He want to do so much more on here. We'll be having guests on here. It's about healing, growing, thinking, us getting closer to God and us being who God has called us to be. I am so happy. It's a step of obedience. Okay. And so I just know God gonna do some wonderful things here. And I'm so glad to have y'all as family, for y'all to tune in and we to talk and discuss what God is doing, what He want to do, and what He's about to do in us, in the ministry. And so, yeah. And so this is the first initial step of Wonderfully Made. Like I said, it's more than a podcast. It's whatever God wants to do. So I'm so excited about that. So, but yes, this is the introduction. I want to get an intro with y'all and talk to y'all about some things, about what's to come and how the vision that God gave me for this to grow and everything. And so I still post on TikTok and everything, but this in here will be the more depth of teaching. You'll get the more depth of teaching, the full thing of what's talking about what God is saying, what I put on TikTok. And so, yeah, so I'm so excited about this and this upcoming year, this new year. I'm so excited about everything. So today we're going to start. I know I posted on TikTok when we was talking about relationship, and I also was talking about different things. Okay. So relationships and different things. So we'll talk about relationship parts and different things when we talking on TikTok. So I'm kind of going to go in depth within that. Okay. So got my handy notebook here. And I'm just glad to be here on here with y'all. It's always a pleasure. Okay, it's like I said, the title was about relationship, right? And he says reconnecting with our first love, which is He. He is our first love. Okay, reconnecting with Him. And like he told me, he said, Nana, there's a difference between being aware of someone and knowing someone. Like, we all aware of each other's presence. I'm aware of you. Well, you're aware of me because I can't see you, but you're aware of me. And some people I go to church with, and some people I see, I'm aware of them, but I don't know them. I actually don't have a relationship with them. So it's the difference between being aware of someone and having a relationship with them, right? And so he wants to talk about relationship and building that relationship and building that bond with Him. Is so important that we all get a relationship with Jesus. It's past about, we always say, Lord, Lord, I know you, but think about this, do He know us? Do He know us? Or it's just the one-sided relationship? A lot of times we deal with the one-sided relationship, and it's just that it always what we want and never what He wants. And it's always to the point where we know Him, but we really don't know Him. We say we know Him. We do a lot of lip action and anything. We say we know Him, but really don't know Him. And the thing about this, do He know us? Just like the bridegroom, when the women, when they got some more oil for their lamps, and the bridegroom had came and married him and went to the party, and the other 5 brides, they was coming, it was like, hey, let's join the party. And he was like, I don't know you. So we don't want to be like those. We want to be like the ones that had the oil already prepared and ready and already have a relationship with Him. We want to know Him. Okay. So yeah, so we talking about relationships, and the Lord told me 3 things. Ask Lord, why are we missing your all? Why are we missing the all of God? What are the 3 things that it's like we miss the all of God? We miss, seeing the big miracles happen in our life, seeing the transformation happen. What is it that we miss? And he was like, Nana, he told me 3 things that we battle with. One is with relationship with Him. One is with unbelief, and the other one with knowledge. Okay. So I told you a little bit about relationship, about it's important to have a relationship with Him. It's important to know Him, not just being aware of Him, but knowing Him. Because when you have a relationship with someone, you love what they love and you hate what they hate. When you have a relationship with Jesus, you'll learn to love what He loves and you learn to hate what He hates. And when something bothers Him, it will bother you, right? It's in our relationship with Him. And also, we have scriptures. Let's look at Matthew 25, verse 23. And so I'm reading from the Passion Translation. Okay, and it says this right here. It says, commending his servants, the master replied, you have done well, and you have proven yourself to be my loyal and trustful servant. Because you are faithful and manage a small amount, I will put you in charge of much more, and you will experience a delight of your master, who will say to you, enter into the joy of the Lord. And so this is the story about the 3 servants, right? The 3 servants that the master gave a little bit of money to each one of them. And the last one, he buried his talent instead of going in and working in it and multiplying it and doing it, right? And so, and I asked Lord, so the reason why this came up, I said, Lord, Why is it that we're not seeing the transformation in life? Well, he's now we're not seeing the miracles that we heard about thousands of years ago during revival time. And he was like, well, now y'all not being good stewards. We have to be good stewards, y'all. We need to steward well what he's given us. Just like the talents, we don't need to bury them. No, we need to activate them. We need to work in them. We need to be good stewards, right? So I challenge you to be good stewards of it, okay? So now, after we did a little bit of relationship, let's go into unbelief. You guys, unbelief is killing us. It is. Unbelief is really helping us. Like haven't he proven himself enough that he is who he is? Why do we still doubt? Why do you still doubt he'll come through for you? Sometimes this is how sometimes belief works. We'll believe God for healing for ourselves, but then we'll doubt for the believing for our friend. Or we'll believe God for one situation in our life, for a headache or a healing, but then we won't believe him to pay the bills. No, haven't he proven himself enough more to you enough for you to know that, hey, he will come through. He is God. He said his word said he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. That's who he is. So he will come through for you. And it's like our unbelief is battle. And it's also a story. I'm not gonna go depths in it about it. Not gonna go depths in it, but it's the story about the man that was coming and he told Jesus, he said, hey Jesus, my son is possessed. I went to your disciples, they couldn't get the demon out. He's been battling with this for years. And Jesus was like, and the man asked Jesus this, he said, if you're able, do it. And so this is what I want to talk about. You know, we talk about how words offend us when people call us different words or call us out our name. Those offend us. Well, Jesus kind of hold himself pretty good in those predicaments. Okay, if people called him out his name, he hold himself pretty good. But words that are like cuss words to him are like if. Okay, because it is a threat to his identity. So when the man said, if you're able, I could imagine Jesus was like, what do you mean if? He actually did say it. He said, what do you mean if? Like, have I not proven myself who I am? Like, why? What do you mean if I'm able? If I'm able? You know, and so with that being said, it's like it's like emotion. I'm pretty sure he felt the emotion this time, even though he handled himself so well. But what I found out is, even though it was a hit to Jesus' identity, and no, I'm pretty sure the man did not mean no harm. Okay, but even though it was a hit to Jesus' identity, Jesus showed him what the man was carrying himself. The man was carrying unbelief, right? Because Jesus made the statement. He said, anything is possible to the believer. All you have to do is just believe, right? And so our unbelief, it stinks. It stinks. It's like rotten fish, you know? And Jesus said, he said, how much do I have to stay with y'all in battle and deal with y'all unbelief? Like y'all don't know the truth, okay? And speaking of knowing the truth, let's go ahead and hit on to knowledge, okay? Knowledge. Knowledge is so important, right? We'll be destroyed for lack of knowledge. The reason why you don't know is because you don't want to study. You don't want to learn to know. We have to study. Knowledge is out there, right? What God said, he said, if you ask for those things, I will give it to you. He said, ask and it shall be given. But are we willing to sit down and read the book? Are we willing to sit down, talk to him, study, take their relationship with him, that quality time with him? Are we willing to do that? Right? And so knowledge is very important. I want to go on here because this is something important here I want to tell you about it. As we know the word and get more into the word, we'll see false teachers. We'll see false prophets. You can identify it, right? You can identify it by the word, but we have to study the knowledge. I used to hear the saying that says, what you don't know won't kill you. That's the biggest lie I heard. What you don't know will kill you dead. Right? Because you're missing out so much on what you don't know. But what you do know, you can gain from it. You can grow. You can mature. You can figure out how to do certain things, right? And so knowledge is important. I always pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Because it's so important. Wisdom is important, but knowledge is important as well, right? And so we have to hunger for more of God, hunger for more of his word. Not only just for times that you're in now, but in life for your future and your kids' future, because what you get to instill in them. Imagine the stuff that you did, that your parents didn't know, that they couldn't give you, that you had to now learn on your own. But look how much you know now that you get to give your future generations and your future generations. Whether it was about wealth, or how to start a business, or how to do this, certain things I have learned that I get to give to my future kids when I have them. So it's so much that you learn more knowledge. Knowledge is valuable. It is very valuable. And it's not that you just don't know. No, no, no. It's not just no. No, you have a choice to get to want to know. But the thing about it is, are we gonna just be lip action, or are we gonna go out there and try to learn and to know and find out more what God's word says, more about what He's going to do in us and through this nation and through with us, in this country. What more do He wants to do? So it's so important. So yes, those were the roundup things. I kind of rushed through that because it's actually a depth lesson, even though I kind of rushed through it. But I want to just talk to y'all and encourage y'all. Build a relationship. It's so important, y'all. I cannot express how important relationship is. Relationship is so important. Your relationship with your father. Like I told the church when I talked that Sunday, I said, I'm giving y'all a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is go on a date with Jesus. And I'm telling y'all the same thing. Go on a date with Jesus. Go on a date with Jesus. You not only find out about him, but you find out so much more about yourself. And the Lord told me one time, He said, Nana, ask me about you. He said, I know more about you than you know about yourself. He said, I created you. Ask me the reason why you do such things you do, why you do these things, why you like this, why you cater to this more, why your desire is so much of this. He said, ask me. I'm willing to talk to you about it, tell you about it. And also you get to discover your authentic self, how He made you, how He made us, right? Because we're made in His image. So, and we're all different. We're not the same, but He still called us all to be set apart. So in that relationship, in that dating him, dating, going on a date with Jesus, learning more about him, spending that intimacy time with him. You know what I found out? I found out that what matters to people the most is where they're spending most of their time at. What matters to you the most? Where are you spending your time? Where are we spending our time? And it's, I told God, I said, God, I'm gonna say this. I was gonna hold this to the next video, but now I'm gonna say it now. I told God when I said, God, I want more of you. I want more of you. And I told God, I said, Lord, the Lord told me, He said, Nana, you need more truth. You need more truth. You need more, you need more truth in my word. You need more truth. You need to hear more truth. You need to start speaking more truth. You need more truth. And He's like, that's why you doubt. That's why you battle with unbelief and doubt and stuff like this. And I was like, okay, Lord. So I'm sitting here and I'm asking the Lord, I said, Lord, show me truth. Lord, give me truth. Lord, show me truth. Give me truth. And He told me, He said, Nana, first you have to stop lying to yourself. And I was just like, who, me? Like, why would I lie to myself? I don't lie to myself. And He's like, yeah, you do. You lie to yourself all the time. For you to start seeing truth, first you have to start being truthful to yourself. And I'm encouraging y'all, be truthful to yourself. It's okay that you don't like this, or you don't. It's okay to not agree with everything with everybody. And I know different people talk about different truth. Yes, only one truth. Yes, it's Jesus. But we need to start speaking truth, being truthful to ourselves. What does the Word of God say? Right? That's truth. Okay? He said, before His word turn forward, heaven and earth shall pass away, and I'm telling you that ain't gonna happen. Okay? That's truth. And He was telling me not to be truth to myself. He said, you always say you want more God, want more me. He said, the question is, why don't you have more? What's stopping you? Is it still the same lip action, or is it the lie that you just come in agreement with and just continue to believe instead of actually getting out there and getting more? Like, why don't you have more of me? Because we always ask that question. Another thing we always say, I'm sitting out here waiting on Jesus, like He gonna be late. Like, He's not late. He's not late. And but we sitting out here waiting on Him. Waiting on Him to show up. Lord, I'm just not here waiting on you to arrive, even though you're already there. But I'm sitting out there waiting on you. I wonder who's waiting on who. I think it's to the point that He's waiting on us. That's most likely it. He's waiting on us. And so the thing is, why we don't have more. So we have to start speaking truth and saying truth. Forget the feelings, save the soul, but it has to be done in love. I do want to put that out there. Even if it's true, it still has to be done in love. And I feel like a lot of time that we give the truth so raw, but we don't give it in love. Right? What He said, love is the greatest one of all. And so in everything we do, we have to do it in love. That's why I always say on here, remember, always do things in love. It's important. That's why it's our logo thing on here. Always do things in love, because that's the main point. That's the main point we always try to get to. Through love and kindness have I drawn thee. That's scripture. We have to do things in love. Jesus did everything in love. Even the rebuking, it was done in love. Like, one thing about Jesus, like when He rebukes you, or he get on to you about something, Lord get on you about something, it like it cuts, but it's so much love in it. It's like it hurts, but it's like not damaging. It's not trauma, but it's healing. And it's like he gets your attention to the point. If you understand how the way Lord talk to everybody different, but how he talked to me, it gets to a point. It's like, oh, ooh, that hurts, but it's like it hurts and it hits a spot and it heals a spot, but it's like, oh, it's okay. Like I don't, it's a hard way to describe it because I'm pretty sure everybody's walk is different. But that's how mine is. It's like I'm like, oh, that hurt there, but it's such a loving hurt. If that make any sense, It's like even though it was like cut because the word is sharper than two-edged sword, so it cuts, right? So even though it cuts, he also heals it as he cutting and getting out the bad stuff. And that's how my experience is with him when I'm talking to him, right? So get that. I challenge you to get that relationship bond with him. Spend time with him. You guys, it's so important. It's so important to know your word, right? It's so important to have a relationship with him. And as you do that, you will have help in that unbelief. He will help you. Because I'm telling you something, you cannot fight Satan on your own. You cannot, okay? You cannot fight the enemy on your own. You need the Lord. The scripture, resist the devil, he will flee. Right. First, if you look at the beginning of it, go a couple of verse more, it says delight in the Lord, right? Submit to him. Be in him, okay? Then you can resist the devil, he will flee, because you can't resist the devil on your own. Okay? So, but yes, I hope this video, this welcoming video, I hope it helped you. I hope it bless you. I'm just excited about the things that God is going to do on this. Like we're starting it. It took me many years. The fact with this. And that's what I'm saying. Obedience does pay off. Okay? Don't live in disobedience. I have. And it's not good. It's torture. Okay? Don't live in disobedience. Be obedient. And he got you. He's gonna do it. So I'm so excited about the community that it's gonna build. Remember, this is gonna be where we're gonna heal, think, grow, laugh, love, improve, and be who God called us to be. So I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed week and weekend. I will see y'all next week.